I bet you're here because you were probably like, what even does Moisturized do? We'll get to that. Efficiency has a max level of 6 because of an ancient tome, and it gives you 30 times the level of the enchantment increased mining speed. Additionally, axes with efficiency get a 5% additional chance to disarm shields. By default, axes have a 25% chance to disarm shields, so at efficiency 6, axes have a 55% chance to disarm shields. Advanced efficiency has a max level of 5 and is basically just efficiency but faster and better. I couldn't really find the exact numbers of how much faster it is, but here's a side-by-side comparison of no efficiency versus efficiency 6 versus advanced efficiency 5. Advanced efficiency also gives axes a 15% chance times level to disarm shields on top of the original chance, which maxes out at 100% chance to disarm shields. Silk Touch is pretty simple. It has a max level of 1 and it causes certain blocks to drop themselves instead of their usual drops when mined. I typically like to carry around an ender chest and a Silk Touch pickaxe so I can pick it up because other people do that and I think it's cool. Fortune has a max level of 4 due to an ancient tome, and its effects are as follows. At level 1, it has a 33% chance to multiply drops by 2. At level 2, it has a 50% chance to multiply drops by 2 or 3. At level 3, it has a 60% chance to multiply drops by 2, 3, or 4. And at level 4, it has a 66% chance to multiply drops by 2, 3, 4, or 5. Diamonds Everywhere has a max level of 3, and it makes so blocks that don't drop themselves can drop diamonds with a low chance. Again, exact numbers were really hard to get on this one, so I made a few test cases using level 1, 2, and 3 of this enchantment on 1000 blocks of emerald ore, and here were the results. Level 1 gave me 22 diamonds, level 2 gave me 37 diamonds, and level 3 gave me 58 diamonds. Using these numbers, I think it's pretty safe to say the chance of getting diamond is 2%, 4%, and 6% respectively. Tunneling has a max level of 2, and at level 1, it makes your pickaxe mine in a plus shape. At level 2, it makes your pickaxe mine in a 3x3. This enchantment does work with Fortune, however, the one downside to it is that each block mined reduces the durability of your tool. Smelting has a max level of 1, and it makes so any drops from the blocks you mine will be smelted. This is actually pretty cool because since it works with Fortune, it makes so mining stuff like iron blocks can yield more than one of that resource. Smelter, however, has a max level of 1 and is basically just smelting but better. It has the same effect as smelting, where it automatically smelts blocks that you mine and can be used with Fortune. However, it has two things that smelting doesn't have. The first thing is that smelting does not work with the L menu prospecting perk, which multiplies drops even further, and Smelter does. The second thing is you can cancel the effect by holding shift and mining a block, and it will not smelt the block and you'll just get the ore version. Of the two enchantments, I would definitely always pick Smelter because it's strictly better. However, if you can't find Smelter, smelting is pretty nice provided you have Fortune. Versatility has a max level of 1, and it makes so blocks that don't require tools to mine are mined faster based on the tool's material. So if I mine wool with a diamond pickaxe and I have Versatility, I mine the wool pretty dang quick. However, if I mine wool with a wooden pickaxe with Versatility, it doesn't really even speed it up at all. Magnetic has a max level of 1, and it makes so mined blocks are automatically added to your inventory. This effect works with the Smelter, Fortune, and Tunneling combo, so you can mine a 3x3 and get all of the Fortune drops added directly to your inventory. Magnetic doesn't work for shulkers though, as the shulkers will just drop as an item, because there was a duplication glitch and that's how it got fixed. The next 4 enchantments are perhaps the most useful enchantments in the game, because they're all hoe enchantments. Homing has a max level of 1, and it makes so when you right click a block, it'll make a noise if you're within 6 blocks of the ore the hoe is made from. This only works with iron, gold, and diamond hoes, but it can be kind of useful when you're like strip mining and you're looking for diamond and you just want to right click and listen for the noise. Honestly, it's probably actually pretty good. I just like making fun of hoe enchantments. Moisturized, however, has a max level of 1, and it makes so when you till dirt, it automatically moisturizes the farmland. Why would you want to do this? I don't know, because it just dries up. Jagged Rake has a max level of 5, and it adds 1 plus 0.55 times the level damage to hose. So at level 1, your hoe is going to be doing plus 1.55 additional damage, and at level 5, your hoe is going to be doing 3.75 additional damage. Plowing has a max level of 2 and is pretty simple. At level 1, it tills in a 3x3 square, and at level 2, it tills in a 5x5 square. Think of Plowing as just another Stardew Valley thing that got added to RLCraft. Speaking of Stardew Valley, next up is the fishing rod enchantments. Luck of the Sea has a max level of 4 due to ancient tomes, and it increases the chance of getting treasure by about 2% per level, and greatly lowers the chance of getting junk by about 2% per level, and slightly lowers the chance of getting a fish by about 0.15% per level. Advanced Luck of the Sea has a max level of 3 and is supposedly better, but it's kind of hard to confirm because the code is just super hard to read. Lure has a max level of 4 due to an ancient tome and gives you a 5 seconds times the level decreased wait time for something to appear. Typically when you're fishing, it takes 5 to 30 seconds before a fish will appear. Advanced Lure has a max level of 3 and is literally the same as Lure 4, except with an added 15% chance every time you go fishing for it to be Lure 5. This means that normally it gives you a 20-second reduced wait time, but occasionally it gives you a 25-second decreased wait time. For incompatibilities, Silk Touch is incompatible with Fortune, Diamonds Everywhere, Smelter, and Smelting, and besides that, the only other incompatibility is Fortune and Diamonds Everywhere. Smelter and Smelting are both compatible, but I would advise against it because it seems like Smelting overrides Smelter. If you're looking for the best enchantments for a pickaxe, just don't put Diamonds Everywhere, Smelting, or Silk Touch on it, and every other enchantment should go on it just fine. That about sums up everything I wanted to cover in this video, so if you have any questions or if there's anything I said wrong, go ahead and leave a comment and I'll check it out. Once again, if you want to leave a suggestion for a new video, I will check it out and see if it's worth going into. And if you do like my videos, be sure to drop a like or even subscribe because I spend lots of extra time fact checking and making sure that all of this information is as correct as I can possibly make it. Thanks for watching, and let me just pick a random name out of a hat here. Oh look, it's Corban!
I already know when we get off this call, Lucas is gonna be like, alright, bye, I love you.
True. Corban, did you just say I love you?
I did
Corban,
not.
that's so nice.
I'm bombing your house.
I love you, Corban.